a normal glass. And it's much too late at night to be drinking boba, to be drinking milk tea. I don't know what I'm doing, but you know, it's that liminal week between Christmas and New Year's where nothing is real and time doesn't exist. I mean, the moon is in Pisces right now, I'm pretty sure, so nothing is real. Anyway, I don't know what to start with. I got a lot of books this Christmas, and I think that's what I want to start with because I'm really excited about it, and the book choices that people gave me just like warmed my heart. So my cousin surprised me. She's older than me, like probably 10 years older than me, maybe 13. And we don't normally exchange gifts. But she was so sweet. She was like, I know you've had a really hard year, and I wanted to get you a gift just because I know you've been going through it. And I was like, very touched. So she got me this book, Either or by Elif Bodman. And I was recommended this book by someone that I trust, and I want to say it was Mauve ASMR, but now I'm totally blanking on whether she mentioned this book and this author, or if she mentioned another book by this author, or if she didn't, and I just attribute every good book recommendation I get now to her. It's possible. Her taste is impeccable. So it's about Would you loosen the line? You'll listen if I ask you if you are the sort of life I think you are. It gives me chills. Anyways, I've started making my way through this. She's an excellent author, an excellent poet. Another book. These other books are from my parents. This one is How to Do Nothing by Jenny Odell. Resisting the Attention Economy. I also don't know about this book very much, but I'm excited to read it as well because I've been thinking so much about how like attention is our like kind of most valuable resource like as consumers, and how like attention plays so much into our economy now. I realize the like irony of that in being a person who creates content on the internet as well. Like it's definitely fraught. I think about how much like we value the attention we're paid on the internet. Like, at least for me, I feel like I could never like delete my Instagram or like delete other forms of social media. But then also like, especially with Instagram, like how little it brings me. Like I mostly see like influencers and advertisers, and I rarely now see my friends, the people that I care about and like initially joined social media to see. I know very few forms of social media feel connecting anymore in any sincere way. I don't actually know if that's what this book is about. It might not be, but I've been thinking a lot about that recently. It's also just a beautiful book. Like, sheesh. Okay. Oh, the next book I'm so excited about. This is a National Book Award finalist. This book is called My Autobiography of Carson McCullers by Jen Shapland. It's a memoir. And so I don't really understand. Carson McCullers is an author, I'm pretty sure. Jen Shapland is also an author. But it's called My Autobiography of Carson McCullers, which like is funny. So I'll just read the back of it because it kind of like paints the picture of what this book is about. How do you tell the real story of someone misremembered, an icon and idol alongside your own? Jen Shapland's celebrated debut is both question and answer, an immersive, surprising exploration of one of America's most beloved writers, alongside a genre-defying examination of identity, queerness, memory, obsession, and love. Shapland is a graduate student when she first uncovered letters written to Carson McCullers by a woman named Anne-Marie. Though Shapland recognizes herself in the letters, which are intimate and unabashed in their feelings, she does not see McCullers as history has portrayed her. Her curiosity gives way to fixation, not just with this newly discovered side of McCullers' life, but with how we tell queer love stories. Why, Shapland asked, are the stories of women paved over by others' narratives? What happens when constant revision is required of queer women trying to navigate and self-actualize in straight spaces? And what might the tracing of McCullers' life through her history, her secrets, her legacy, reveal to Shapland about herself? chaos from me. So the next gift I got is from my grandfather. So my grandfather normally lives with my parents, and this was like a really surprising gift from him. He's like such a frugal man. Truly, anytime there's like an option to get something on sale, he like, you know, he's like a real saver. I mean, he was like, grew up during the Depression, so that totally makes sense. So I have this box and packaging, but I'm actually wearing what he gave me, and it's kind of a long story, so I'll tell you while I fiddle with this. So my dad, my grandfather is my mom's dad. So my dad is Jewish. My mom is not. And my mom and my dad got together when they were in college. Never looked back. And my grandmother, my mom's stepmother, who, you know, until she died, was married to my grandfather, who's given me this gift. So when my mom started seriously dating my dad, like seriously enough that her stepmother thought that she was gonna marry him and convert to Judaism, I guess, she gave my mother this Star of David necklace. And, you know, my dad's not religious, my mom's not religious. They didn't have any intentions of, like, practicing very much Judaism in their life. But my grandma, my mom's stepmother, like, loved Jewish people. She was not Jewish, but she just, like, loved Jewish people, and that was something that she loved about my dad, was that he was Jewish. And so, fast forward, my grandma died maybe 5 years ago, and when she died, there was a bunch of jewelry that was, like, passed around, and one of the pieces, I don't really, oh, maybe no, maybe this was just my mom's. Anyway, in any case, my grandma died 5 years ago. My grandpa moved from where my mom grew up in the Midwest here, and now lives with my parents. So I was at my parents' house probably early this year. Yeah, maybe even not that long ago. And I was in my mom's room, and I saw this necklace with a Star of David on it, and I assumed that it had come from my dad's mom, who's, you know, actually Jewish. I was like, oh, is this grandma's? And she was like, yeah, but it's not your dad's mom. It's my stepmom. And I was like, what? And then she told me the story that she gave it to my mom when she, you know, started seriously dating this Jewish guy who's my dad. And my mom, I'd never seen her wear it, and I was like, can I have it? And she was like, sure, that's okay with me. And so it was on a chain, and I wore it for a while, but quickly the chain broke. And somehow, though, thankfully, it broke while I was in my house, and I felt it fall off. And so I was able to, like, save it, and, like, collect the chain and the charm. And then I really wanted to get another chain for it. But, you know, was kind of waiting on it. So my grandpa, for Christmas, got me, oh, sorry, that was loud, got me from the jury this beautiful gold chain to put this necklace on. It's kind of hard to see with the sweatshirt that I'm wearing right now, but it's just like a simple gold chain, and this is the necklace. It's a really interesting necklace. Like, can wear this really special piece of jewelry in my family. Because like I know I think I've talked about religion a little bit on the channel, but like I think I'm much more Jewish than either of my parents. But it's funny that this is a gift from my grandfather who's not Jewish. Anyway, it was really sweet, and I'm really, really touched. Okay, and then the other gift that I won't give it. It's like my biggest gift that I'm really excited about. I'll do that. So. I got a new phone. I got the iPhone 14 Pro. I got it in the color silver. And I'm so excited. I've had the phone that I use now for, I think, potentially since I was in college. Oh, that's like a reality check. Is that true? I think it might be. Christ. No wonder it doesn't work. Anyway, so I'm really excited to have a new phone. Classic. Sorry. Anyway, yes, this is my new phone. I'm very excited to use it to film, and hopefully it'll be like a little bit better quality than this setup. Here. So, there she is. She's the moment. I might do an unboxing, but it feels kind of like a lot. Could be really tappy though. I'm not a big tapping person, but I try my best. I'm sorry, I thought I heard someone knocking on the door. I was trying to say, my dad just dropped by. Just wanted to stop the video. I told my parents about my channel over this holiday. I hadn't been keeping it from them, but I came up and I mentioned it. So yeah, now we're all in the know. Anyway, this is like a sensory toy, I guess. It's just a squishy ball. It's one of those like jelly kind of sticky guys. And I don't normally like these things. Like, I don't like when they're sticky. But for some reason, I'm really liking that it's sticky. I just keep squishing it and squeezing it. Here, do you want to try? You can squeeze it and then it gets really clear. And then you let it go back to normal shape. But he said don't squeeze it too hard because it can pop. I have not been eating that advice. I feel like I boba stuck my teeth right, making weird faces. if she wasn't such a lovely person, otherwise I would have been gutted. But honestly, it felt like progress, you know? I was like, okay, they're okay. But my spoken Chinese is bad. Anyway, so last year I was like, I'm gonna get the Chinese version of the planner so that it improves my Chinese. I did not look at it once. I did not try and read the Chinese ones. Life book, Bonichi, Deco, 2023. Oh, interesting. This like shows how different people use theirs. I've seen some really interesting videos of like how people use theirs, and it's really different than mine. Like mine usually. Oh, and this is the new Tomo River paper. It's in the 2024 edition. Interesting. So apparently there's new paper that they're using. Improved resistance to ink bleeding or showing through the other side of the page. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. Because what I really like about the Bonichi is that it has really, really thin pages, and this has a page for every day of the year in a volume that's like this thin. I love how small it is. It's so portable. Oh my god, it smells so good. Sorry, that's super weird, but I love the smell of like books and ink, and probably the glue, honestly. I don't know if you watch New Girl, but you know the episode of New Girl where Nick and Jess bind a bunch of Nick's novel, The Pepperwood Chronicles, and then they get high off glue, and then Nick has to go and do a reading. Anyway, great episode. What you're holding in your hands is a techo, a Japanese daily planner. You'll find the Japanese characters for te and cho on the cover. A techo in Japan is used for more than scheduling an agenda. It's also used as a sketchbook and a diary for other jottings that together tend to chronicle its owner's daily life. Each day comes on a page that you can customize to fit your creative instincts and includes a distinctive quote that has been selected from the Hobo Nikkan Itoei Shinban website, Hobonichi for short. This edition was planned and produced by Hobo Nikkan Itoei Shinban with creative direction by Arts and Science. Hobo Nikkan Itoei Shinban is a website launched by acclaimed Japanese copywriter Shigesato Itoei on June 6, 1998. Since then, the popular site has been updated daily with an eclectic mix of columns, interviews, and articles. Interesting, I didn't know that. Anyway, so I'm gonna make a video that's more in depth about the planner because y'all know